Hello everybody and welcome to the start of a brand new series I'm doing with NASCAR Heat Evolution. I'm going to be doing career mode. As you can see, I'm using a female driver. It's supposed to be Leia Walker, but for some reason in the game, you can't change your driver name. I'm not sure why that is, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. So I've decided to create Leia Walker because Luke Walker is going to be used in NBA 2K17 My Career. That's a new series I'm going to be doing on TA2 while I do this series on TA2 Racing. And this is the first time I'm doing this with commentary. The last time I did career mode was in NASCAR 15, and that had no commentary, and even then I stopped halfway because I just lost interest. But this time though, I'm going to try to finish an entire season at least with career mode here in NASCAR Heat Evolution, and I'm going to be using the number 28 this time. It's very shocking, but you only have a choice from 4 different numbers, which is really depressing, but 28 is good enough for me. I was going to take 29, but that wasn't available, obviously. 99 was available, but I decided instead to go 28. Toyota I'm going to be using as the model, as I'm making final adjustments to Leia Walker's looks. And this is the first time I'm doing this video in a form of a commentary. And I might be a little stiff on the commentary, but I'm just trying to get used to this new format and this new change, and I figured why not add commentary to this race to make it more interesting. Anyway, we have to do 2 races first before we get started in our career. Leia Walker is going to make her debut at Kansas Speedway, and from what I can tell, you can't adjust like the settings in these first 2 races, but you have to finish the top 30 in both the races to get sponsors and to start off your career. I'm not sure why they have you start at Kansas in career mode, but it's good. For me, it's not really a big deal. It's good for me because it allows me to get a good feel for the car and the track, and see how racing is like here in the game. I know I said NASCAR Heat Evolution a lot. Yeah, again, I'm a little stiff, so bear with me, as this is the first time I'm doing it in a series format like this. So bear with me on the stutters and mistakes I make along the way. But anyway, Leia Walker qualifying for her debut at Kansas Speedway. And as you can see, the car is unsponsored. It is completely bare, completely white. But after 2 races, once we get our sponsor, if we are able to do it, we'll have that car painted in no time and having a sponsor with us to start off the series. Anyway, Leia Walker is going to do her qualifying lap. I've decided to do quick qualify for qualifying. I know I sound redundant. I apologize, but you get the picture. I'm using quick qualify settings, so it's 1 or 2 laps around the track, and then we go on to the big race. And as you can see, Leia Walker is just trying to get a feel for the car, and she does pretty well. Qualifying 32nd. A little deep in the field, but for a rookie, not too bad. That's a start. Anyway, we're about to take the green flag here at Kansas. And the green flag is out. We're underway from Kansas Speedway. And we start 32nd, which means a lot of cars are going to be in front of us, obviously. And the first lap of Leia Walker's career as she tries to work her way down through the field. Whoa, Casey Mears there trying to really go down low. And Casey Kane going on the high side. Leia Walker is facing a 3-wide situation in front of her. And as she tries to get in the top 30. The goal for both of these races is to get in the top 30 in both races in each race, to get some sponsorship to complete a full season. I know some of you guys don't show the first 2. For some of you guys doing career mode, don't show the first 2 races. I've decided to do that for in my part because I wanted to show you how career mode begins in the game, and some people were confused as to whether or not you start the Daytona 500 or not. But you don't start the Daytona 500 right away. You start with these first 2 races. The first one, of course, being Kansas. I'm not sure if it's all the same among every user. Like, I'm not sure if you race at Kansas in your debut or another track. Just let me know in the comments below if you race in a different track for your first career mode race. I would like to know. but I got Kansas to start off my career. 3 laps to go, and she's in the top 30 in 30th position. I know my driver name says Pichu London, but like I said, for some reason you can't change your driver name. I'm not sure how you can change it, but let me know in the comments below as well if you can change your driver name in career mode. If not, I'm stuck with Pichu London, but it's supposed to be Leia Walker, so I'm just going to say it is Leia Walker because I used a female driver. Now, I know it might sound weird me using a female driver, but I want to use Leia Walker in a career mode or in one game career mode or another, so I figured why not give it a try. And besides, I'm doing Luke Walker in NBA 2K17. That'll be up on TA2 eventually. But for now, we're starting off in this game. And now she's 27th with 2 laps to go, and she is just trying to navigate through the field, trying to catch up to the other drivers in the pack. We got a tight battle for 25th there between Casey Kane and David Reagan. It may not sound exciting, but, well, from the looks of it, the game makes it look exciting because the leaders are pulling away instantly. Anyway, 1 to go for Leia Walker here at Kansas. She's done pretty well. She's trying to hang on the top 30 spot. She needs this and the other race to finish the top 30 to get sponsors to start off her career. And she got 26. The question is, though, will she get a top 25 finish over Casey Kane? And now two more turns to go as she's trying to close in on the 5 of Kane. I don't know why I said 25, but that's the position 25 Kane holds. And she made the pass, so she's 25th, and that's where she's going to finish here at Kansas. Overall, not a bad start for her career. At least she got in the top 30. And the speed rating is 86. It's not going to be very high right off the bat because, of course, first race in career mode, obviously. So, yeah, it's not going to be fast right off the bat. You'll need to buy some upgrades to make your car faster and to compete with the bigger names. And here's the rest of the field. Here's how the other drivers did at Kansas. Kyle Busch won the race. Not surprised since Kyle's been one of the dominant cars in real life this season. And here's another message from our manager. We got a top 30 in the first race, and now our second race we have to get in the top 30 as well to get sponsors. Now our next race takes us to Texas Motor Speedway. And did you know it has enough permanent lighting to illuminate 11 NFL stadiums? How ironic. I'm doing Madden on TA2 and a fact like that popped up. So, wow. I'm blown away. But anyway, I'm not over the fact, but over the coincidence. Something like that. Anyway, there goes Leia Walker. She's going to qualify at Texas. She did pretty well last race at Kansas, but now she needs to get a top 30 here at Texas to get sponsors. That's very important for her. And like I said, completely bare car, all white, just a Toyota. She's just trying to make a name for herself in the racing in NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Man, I am struggling with commentary today. Yeah, I'm not used to doing a format like this, but I'll try to get the hang of it as the videos, as we progress in our career mode. Anyway, Leia begins her qualifying lap, and so far she looks like she's doing pretty well. She's doing well in the turns, keeping down the low line, because the low line is always the preferred line in the video games, even though they try to make you use the high line. The low line for me always works. I never got a hang of the high line for whatever reason. I know some of you might know how to make passes and be faster on the high line, but I don't, even though I've had a lot of experience in NASCAR games. And she starts in dead last today. Yeah, that is not good. I thought she was going to do well here, but apparently she starts dead last. I guess, wow. I don't know. I guess looks can be deceiving. So we take the green flag here at Texas. 7 laps as Leia Walker's trying to get in the top 30 so that she can get a sponsor. And she starts from the rear of the field. It's going to be a very tough challenge for her. Tougher than Kansas for sure. She did pretty well at Kansas. Got a solid qualifying run and was able to get in the top 25. And the minimum was top 30. Now she's trying to skim through the field as she is on the high line, trying to get through Labonte for the 36th position. Doesn't sound exciting, but don't worry. This is just the first lap. More to come here at Texas. 6 to go for Leia. Ooh, man, she's getting Labonte loose. Man, she is giving him a hard time, and Paul Menard spins. Oh, man. She took out Paul Menard. I know that was a horrible maneuver, but you got to do what you got to do. And there are no cautions in these rookie races, so to speak. But you can turn on cautions right after before the start of career mode of the first race. You set up your settings. I'm going to use 7% in terms of race length. I wanted to do 10%, but there's no option, and 11% seemed a little too long for me. So I'm going to try 7% in terms of race length. I will try to add pit stops and all flags to make it real and a little challenging for the 28 machine. I'll see how far we can go. If I need to make adjustments, I will. I know you guys some of you won't like that, making adjustments in the middle, but I want to try to find a really good, more exciting, happy rules. I don't even know how to say it, man. But anyway, 4 laps to go. She's 29th right now, top 30. She made the top 30, so she's trying to hang on and gain a little bit more positions. From starting 40th all the way, working up to nearly halfway the field. And she's done a pretty good job, and I'm gonna like racing with Leia today. In career mode in the future. And she got by Brian Scott. We know how Brian Scott's season's going down so far. And now she has only 3 laps to go. She's 28th right now, trying to get by other cars. And there's a side-by-side battle in front of her with Ryan Blaney and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And now she's using the draft, trying to get in front of both of those cars. It's going to be very tough to pass through those two, but she does it. And got into Michael McDowell there. A little loose there, but able to save it. Wow, man. You're going to be seeing a lot of drivers just slipping and sliding here in career mode. 2 to go. Stenhouse Jr. trying to pass Leia on the high line, but Leia's better on the low line of the brakes. And she's 25th, might get 24th. But Stenhouse, though, is not done yet. Going on the bottom right now, trying to pass by the 28. It's not like Leia, though, needs to have a caution come out, which there are no cautions in these races, but in the career mode, there will be. White flag comes out right now, 25th, trying to get through Stenhouse. Man, she's being aggressive on the 17 for whatever reason. Anyway, here she comes. What a move she made there on the final lap, 21st. Question is, though, will she get a top 20 finish out of this? Here we go, 2 turns left. Will she get by David Reagan? Turn 3, and she does get by David Reagan, and Leia Walker is going to come home 20th, and more importantly, going to get critical sponsors for her car to start off her career. I was going to say my career, but I got almost confused, and it is her career, I should say. And Kevin Harvick wrecked out on the final lap. How about that? 88 speed rating on Texas, not too shabby. And here are the results from Texas Motor Speedway and how the rest of the field did. Leia got a top 20 finish, not too bad. She did better than Kansas, and Brad Keselowski won the race. I know Chase Elliott fans will be very, very sad. Their driver came home second again. And we got our requirements, and Moog wants to sponsor us. And there we go. We have our first sponsor of the season and a trophy to go along with it. So next race, we're going to kick off the Daytona 500 and the season here in career mode in NASCAR Evolution. There's the garage that allows you to upgrade your drivers, the drivers, points, and the schedule. I'm going to show you the schedule, the rest of the schedule, how every race is run, and we will see you guys at the Daytona 500, the Great American Race. So join us for Daytona as Leia Walker makes her NASCAR debut. We'll see you at the Great American Race.